are watching the Huddle. It is Monday, January 6th. Guys, let's take a look at the current Super Bowl futures board here. We've got a top 5 on the board as it stands here of the Lions, the Chiefs, the Ravens, the Bills, and the Eagles. Little dip, and then you get to the Vikings, and then you got the Bucks, Pack, and Chargers, and then your bottom 5 collection of the Rams, Commanders, Steelers, Broncos, and bringing up the rear, it is the Houston Texans. So let's talk value here, Tony. Tony, if you were going to enter this market right here, right now, who has the best bang for buck on this list?
Bang for buck, I think the Bills and the Eagles is interesting there at plus 600, plus 650. If you want to get a little frisky and go a little further down the board, the Rams at 35-1, I think are pretty interesting as well. Just with having a veteran quarterback and those two big receivers on offense, a great play calling head coach, I think that presents some value too.
Jason, what about you?
The best value to me on the board is the Super Bowl champs. The back-to-back defending Super Bowl champs is 370. I saw it at 350 earlier, but I still think there's value there, right? If you're Chiefs, you're not going to have to go at Baltimore, at Buffalo to get to the Super Bowl again as you did last year, right? And the first round matchup for the Chiefs, it's going to be one of these 4 teams: Chargers, maybe the toughest, Texans, Steelers, or Broncos, right? Any of those teams, I don't really like any of those teams to go win at Arrowhead, and then you're hosting the championship game, so the Chiefs, I think there's a lot of value at this point, especially since they haven't played since Christmas Day. But yeah, the Rams at 35-1 seems more like a preseason price. And they did lose yesterday with backups, but they won all 5 of their December games, the Rams. I don't think they're going to fear any team that crosses their wake. I actually think for Philadelphia and Detroit, the Rams have the best chance given the whole picture. I know Blake Corum got injured yesterday, but I like the Rams a lot at 35-1. It feels like worth taking a flyer. But I think the Chiefs have a nice path here.
Do you guys agree with me that like the NFC is more wide open than the AFC? Like I could maybe make an argument for the Ravens and the AFC. That feels fringe to me. It seems like it's going to be the Chiefs, Bills, and maybe the Ravens. I can't make an argument for anybody else. Whereas in the NFC, you can at least make some arguments for 5-ish teams, no?
Agree 100%.
Yeah, I think the NFC, given the injuries that we know about this Lions team, and I know they looked, pretty darn good last night as things stood. I think it is a bit more wide open. Let's say it's chalk in the NFC, and then the Rams go up against the Lions, Tony. Do you like that matchup for the Rams?
Oh, man. Then we're going to have the Stafford and Goff drama again. That would be fun, man. That would be really, really fun to watch. I like the matchup for the Rams just because let's see how Terrion Arnold's doing, by the way, the Lions cornerback who was hurt. We're supposed to find out more information today about his availability, but that secondary for the Lions can be abused, and the Rams have the personnel to abuse that secondary. So offense versus defensive matchup, I like it for the Rams. Actually, both ways. I mean, that's going to be a high-scoring game.
Put on your odds maker cap for a sec. If it is Rams at Lions, what's the number?
At Lions, well, give me a 2.5.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
I will lay the 2.5 with the Detroit Lions every day of the week. I think you'd see it higher with the Rams.
As an odds maker, I might put a little juice on that, buddy. I might be a little 120 juice on it.
I'd be shocked if that wouldn't cross over the 3 threshold. And I believe the Detroit Lions, I think they have that week 5 bye. I think this bye week for the Detroit Lions is paramount. Terrion Arnold, I think that foot injury, I think he avoided something serious, so he should be there. And also that defense has to be much more confident. They got, what's that, long blonde hair, Ansel Arias, right? They got him back. I think you can't overestimate a defense that's been so banged up to get a sort of guy like that in the mix. And, I like Detroit a lot after getting through that. Dan Campbell pushed all those right buttons. I think they need to exhale a little bit here.
Stafford versus Goff. I gotta like Stafford in that match.
I know.
Just with the Super Bowl on the line.
I agree. I know.
And look, Montgomery's out. We know that he went down a couple weeks ago, but Jahmyr Gibbs is a goddamn problem. This dude is a beast, man.
Yeah.
Holy, he's
Dude, I love this whole Lions like 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5, just running the ball. I love it, dude. I love it.
Dude,
It's fun to watch.
Dude, you took the words out of my mouth. I love on 2nd and 13, they know they're running because they're going to run on 3rd and 8 because it is truly a 4-down game with this team. I love it.
Let's go around the horn here. I want to talk Super Bowl matchups and winner. Tony, I'll start with you. Who's coming out of the NFC? I think I know who's coming out of the AFC, but who's winning Super Bowl 59?
Yeah, I think it's going to be Chiefs, as much as I hate to say it. I'm going to go Chiefs, Lions.
Okay, going chalk. Jason Anik.
I know.
I'm going Chiefs, Eagles, and I believe Nick Sirianni is going to hoist it this year. You know, I pay a lot of attention in the same way that you guys have sort of talked to me about the 49ers. One of my good friends, he lives in Massachusetts. He has a thick Boston accent, but he's an Eagles fan. And he has told me over and over again about this team just 1-53, just on a different level than any other team in the NFL. So while I do like the Lions and I'll be rooting for them, I think Philadelphia is going to show they're the class of the NFC. And I just law of averages, I don't think Patrick Mahomes gets 3 in a row.
Steve McLean.
The Lions are the most lovable team in the history of sports. And I believe if you don't like the Lions, unless you cheer for the Vikings, Bears, and Packers, you're just an asshole. Okay, this team is absolutely incredible. How do you not love them? And it pains my soul to not pick them to win. But I think the Eagles get out of the NFC. That defense is incredible. I believe in Jalen Hurts. I believe in everything except for Nick Sirianni. I think they're good enough to overcome him. As weird as that may sound. But I think the Eagles fall short in the Super Bowl against the Baltimore Ravens.
Wow.
It's time. It's time for Lamar to get it done, and this is the year he's going to get it done. They have to learn from the mistakes they made last year. Get Derrick Henry the football. Run. That's what you do best. Lamar had 40 touchdowns and 4 interceptions, guys. I think 3 of the interceptions were tipped. Like, this is the most elite level of quarterback we've ever seen over Lamar, and it's one of the greatest quarterback seasons of all time. And I think this year to get it done.